How can you refresh a particular area of the screen in a ReactAdmin application? In this example, I have a list of orders with a filter on the status. I just want to display the ordered orders. And each line has a order cancel button, which will update the selected order to modify the status to cancelled. So you can see this button here appearing as I hover over each line. And when I click on it, it actually changes the order, changes the status of the order, but the order still remains displayed in the list. If I refresh the list, the filter applies and I don't see this order anymore. But what I would like is to refresh the list automatically when the order is cancelled. How can I do that? Well, there is a hook in TanStack Query called Use Query Client, which lets you invalidate the cache of certain queries and force WebQuery to refetch a given query. So I'm going to get this query client, and in the success callback of my mutation, I'm going to call the invalidate queries method, and I'm going to pass the query key. So here it's the query key of orders get list. Sorry, I mistyped the array selector, and now it works. So if I click on the cancel order, this order will disappear once the data provider returns. How does it work? Well, it simply takes this query key, and all the queries that match this query key are invalidated, and so React Query will fetch them again. And how can you guess the query key of a given query? This query is here uses a useGetList. How can you guess its query key to invalidate it? Well, the React Query DevTools show you the active queries on every page, and you can see that the query key for the latest orders is this one. And so I can pass 1, 2, or 3 elements of the query key, and React Query will invalidate all the queries that start with these elements. So I could also, for instance, pass only orders in the query key. It would work as well, except it will also invalidate all the get one queries here. So if I try that and click cancel order, you will see that it invalidates more queries. So that's it. How do you invalidate a query with ReactAdmin? You use invalidate queries from TanStack Query. There is one other way to do that. You could use the refetch callback that every query returns, including useGetList, and you could pass this refetch to order cancel button, and you could get this refetch here and just call it in the callback. So don't mind the TypeScript for now. It should still work. If I click on it, it will force a refetch of the query. So it depends. If you have access to the callback and you can pass it down, the refetch callback, please do use it. If you don't, you have to know the query key and use query client and try to be as specific as possible as to the actual query that you want to invalidate. I could even copy this entire query key here to make sure I will only invalidate the query that I made in the dashboard. It will still work. So if I click on the button, the order disappears. That's it for today. Invalidate queries by TanStack Query will let you refresh any part of the screen. Until next time, happy coding!